Hello, how you doing? How you been? So, today is the 30th. Do you like my cute little screensaver? So, today is the 30th, and yesterday, Saturday, I ended up going with my fiance to my uncle's house. And he's in his spring cleaning mood, so he was getting rid of a lot of stuff. We didn't take everything because there was a lot of stuff, but we did take the things that we actually would be using. And so today I'm going to do a cute little haul to show everything that we got. So starting off strong, we got these beautiful handcrafted dishes. And the second thing is there's only like two bowls, one small plate, and then like two big plates. I thought it was gonna be like a whole set, which I wish it was because I am absolutely obsessed. Just like look how beautiful, and this says handcrafted. It's so adorable. I don't even know if I'd actually use these to eat out of. Um, or I just use them more like when we have parties, like put chips. This could be like a chip bowl. We'll see what we do. I was a little scared at first because when I saw like the inside, it looks cracked, but it's actually not. Like when you touch it, it's like I guess cracked underneath and then glazed on top. And it's just like I just love it because it's really giving off the kind of vibe that I'm like trying to go for with not only like not really the apartment, but more like my house, my future home. Then the next couple things, we actually ended up getting a Samsung TV, but it's not for the apartment because we already have a TV here in the living room and in our room, and then my sister has a TV in her room. This TV is actually for my twin sister. I'm not a twin, but we have twins. They're about to be like in high school next year. So actually this year, yeah, they're about to be in high school this year, and she doesn't have a TV, so that's for her. And then we have some jersey knit sheets. He had a whole thing. It says it's for a full, and our bed is a full, so I guess we just got some purple sheets. It doesn't really match, but it's okay. And then we he ended up showing me like because me and my uncle were on the phone talking about like games and stuff that we used to be into, like the PSP and all that stuff. And he actually has a Nintendo 3DS. So he ended up giving this to me. And then that's when I was telling them about like I used to have a Nintendo DS, but it was like the very first one, like the Nintendo DS, I think it was called like Lite or something. And so this one's gonna be like kind of interesting to get used to because it has like this little toggle thing right here. And on the Nintendo DS Lite, it just has this one at the top right here and nothing else right here. So I don't know what kind of games I'd want to get for it, but this is just like I feel like would be another fun little hobby to add to my growing list of hobbies right now. Like if I didn't really want to do those hobbies, I have a Nintendo now that I can bring with me and play games. And the funny thing is, the game that's still in here is freaking Grand Theft Auto. I used to play Grand Theft Auto on the PSP. This I don't know if it's like a rug or a scarf or something or a blanket, but it just says Fendi on it. So once I figure out what it is, because I was thinking like I could either use that for like practice fabric, you know, or if it's a blanket, it'll just be a dog blanket, to be honest with you. Okay, I just wanted to get on here real quick just to let you know. No, I did not use that Fendi scarf as I did not use that Fendi scarf as a dog blanket, and no, I'm not gonna use it as scrap fabric. Obviously, I mean, for me, if you've seen a lot of my other videos, I'm probably going to say this 1,000 times. I don't really care about name brand stuff. And I honestly didn't know what Fendi was until this year. I kept thinking about Fenty, like Fenty Beauty, like Rihanna's line. So I was like, okay, this isn't Rihanna. Like I thought it was her stuff for a minute. Then I was like, oh nope, it's not. I looked it up and it's like, no, there's two different things. And then I looked, it's 100% silk and all this stuff. So I'm like, okay. This is that fancy stuff. I can't be just doing any and everything with it. So it was a scarf, like it's a really big scarf. It's more like a shawl type of thing. So that's what I use it as. Like when I don't feel like wearing a jacket or putting my robe on inside, I'll just wrap that around my shoulders and like read my book or watch YouTube, whatever. So now I know some people was about to have my hair for me saying that I was going to cut that thing up or I was going to give it to the dogs. I'm here to tell you I'm not doing either. I'm going to leave it alone. But there is also like some more fabric, like a pillowcase, this old school pillowcase. And then I also got the bed sheet that used to go with it. So this is definitely going to be like my practice fabric for when I start actually wanting to learn how to sew certain things. Like I really want to sew vests, so I could use that as my practice mock fabric to, you know, learn how to do the patterns correctly, sew it all together, stuff like that. And then there was also like these Warriors towels. And they're like, I think it's kind of giving like microfiber. So I was just going to use those for my car. That's all of the cloth items, all the fabric items. And then we also ended up getting an iron. My sister, she needed an iron, so we got that. And then we also got 2 chairs, like the foldable chairs. And it's the ones where like it has the umbrella thing that comes over top of it. I'm not sure if it has like the footrest part to it too, but we got 2 of those. And then we also got another granny cart, but this one is so adorable because it's like a small one. And when you open it, it has a front pocket, like not pocket, but like it has a front basket and then a back little tinier basket. So I just thought that would be cute. Like I could take that one if we ever go to like flea markets again. I could bring the mini one instead of lugging around the bigger one that I had bought myself for my birthday a few years back. And that was pretty much everything that we got. It wasn't really that big of a haul. He did have some crock pots. He did have some microwaves, things like that. But we already have a microwave. Our microwave actually is small. Like we can't put big plates in there. And the microwaves that he had, they were like the same size, just like maybe like an inch bigger. So it didn't make sense to, switch them out. And then also he had like some ice makers, but we already have one. And then same thing with the crock pot. And then there was something else that he had that we already had. So it was like, we don't need it. But it was pretty cool hanging out at his house and getting to know more about like the other area the area that he's living in is still in the developing phases. Out here where I'm at, it is still part of like the development stages as well, but we're a little bit more developed than they are. And then the city next to us that I used to like grow up in, they're still in the developing stages as well, but it's kind of like they're more advanced. Okay. Before I end this video, let me just show you the other plates that I got and dishware that I got from my mom that were hand-me-downs. So I actually had looked it up. I forgot what the name of it was called, but I'll like put a picture of it. And so we ended up getting the cups, and it's like I want to say hexagon, but I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 octagon because it's 8 sides. So we had 3 of these, and then the bowl. This is what the bowl looks like. The only issue with the bowl is it's very shallow. So like if you wanted a big thing of cereal, or even if you wanted to like heat up some like ramen noodles, it's not really. It's kind of a little too small for those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like you could eat ice cream out of these easily, but that, I mean, if it was just like a little taller, you know. But we got a bunch of these. I think we have like 7 bowls, 3 of those cups, and then we have 4 of the big plates. These are the big plates. This is what it looks like. Very cool. And then there's smaller plates, and we have 4 of those as well. So I feel like the vibes, it's a little different, but like I feel like these obviously these are more. I feel like we really shouldn't be eating off of these on a daily basis, but like why would you, you know, put up your good dishes for special occasions when there's not really, every day should be a special occasion, you know? But I feel like these though, I would bring these out specifically for, even though, no, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I just really like these. So maybe, yeah, that's a good idea. I'd have this set, right? But then when I need to give this set a break, I'd have this set. So yeah, I need to get like at least 2 more bowls, 3 more of the little plates, and then 2 more of the big plates. So then I'll have enough, because to be honest, it's just me, my fiance, my sister, and then when Poppy comes over, we need another set. So we need 4. So it makes sense. Hopefully I'm able to find these, and hopefully they don't cost too much. Hopefully I can find them at like a secondhand store or something. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do with my dishes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry if this was a boring haul. I just wanted to show off the cool hand-me-down. Like I feel like a lot of people do need to start getting more into like swapping stuff with people. I forgot who it was, but it was a YouTuber. They scheduled a meetup at a park with their subscribers, and everybody brought like all their clothes that they didn't want anymore, and they just like swapped their clothes. I get a lot of hand-me-downs, to be honest, if I'm really thinking about it. I get a lot of hand-me-downs, not from just like my family members, mainly my Auntie Michelle. You already know. If y'all don't know about my Auntie Michelle, y'all gonna have to watch my previous videos, because she is the best at, knowing what I like and then having a whole bunch of hand-me-downs to give me. And then my Uncle Sonny now, I got these hand-me-downs from him. And then also my job right now at the senior center, I've been getting a lot from them too, especially when it comes to sewing wise things. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to the senior center. This upcoming week is my last week there. I'm getting a promotion, so I won't be getting as many, cool and interesting hand-me-downs anymore, especially from the sewing, community there, which will be sad. But at the same time, I gotta get, we gotta get this money. We gotta level up, and unfortunately, that means I'm gonna have to leave the senior center. But I am definitely grateful for all of the hand-me-downs that I have been getting. And hopefully it encourages y'all to, like, start swapping with your family members, your friends, encouraging, hand-me-down culture maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping and I will see y'all in the next.